suggestions you give people to move from that, getting to that first recognition level to the higher levels of the company when you really start to build up a huge organization?
It's personal development. Personal development is at least 80%, maybe even more. The personal development is what talks to you when you need a reason to quit. Sometimes if the personal development is saying to you, let's look at the big picture and you're becoming a better person.
Okay.
Money's great, right? Freedom is great, but there's nothing like the freedom when you unlock the chains off of your brain and how you think. So the personal development says that there's so much more out there, but I need to control me. It's like getting out of your own way. That's actually what happened to me. I had to get out of my own way. If you look up and what you see happening today is not better than what's happened 10 years ago, then it might mean it's you. It might mean you have a problem. And so how do you fix that? I honestly believe you fix it with personal development. Personal development is key. The money, again, we this is where we live and where you need money to survive, right? But I believe that your income can go as high as your personal development, because personal development is what keeps you thinking, keeps you building better relationships, and the better relationships you build, the world is your oyster out there because of the relationships that you're building with other people. You can't do this business without other people, right? Can't do it on your own. So it's key that you learn how to relate to other people. It's key that you learn how to be coachable, how to be teachable, and that you set the standard that people see and they want to emulate who you are. And you do that with personal development.
Okay. And what do you see in terms of people who have not had success, people who come and go out of the business industry? Is there something that you see that's kind of a common characteristic? We just kind of talked about some personal situations with the family member,
right?
But yeah, let's talk about that, because this, without naming names or something like that, the person who was, a family member of yours was doing pretty well with the company. They had reached a residual income level, but they actually left the company,
right.
and so let's talk about that a little bit in terms of how you think it kind of relates to somebody's personal makeup or their personal kind of motivation or drive.
Why did you get in the business in the first place? Were you looking for something that you think is going to be easy? What motivates you? What are you motivated by? If you are motivated only by money, I can tell you that's not going to last very long. Money's the easiest thing in the world to get. You can get it legally or illegally. Money's not hard, right? There's a lot of things you can do that'll bring you a lot of money. Now, the risk might be a little higher with some of those things. But if a person, for example, the person that you're speaking about, if it was only for the money, then it's really easy to just let it go. If you're only doing it for that. So again, we go back to relationship, we go back to personal development. You want to find out why they're doing it in the first place. Because here's what it means. If you were only doing it for the money in the first place, if somebody else offers you a little bit more somewhere else, or someone paints a bigger picture of bigger dollars, you're going to leave. Because you're not doing it you have no, what we call a why. You don't have a why. You don't have what moves you, the passion for it. So if all you're doing it for the money, if you want to talk to somebody about that right away, the money will not sustain you every single day or over the long term, because as soon as somebody else puts a bigger dollar bill in your face, you're out of here. So that's one of the key things you've got to find out with people you're working with.
And to wrap it up, I think it's very important to talk about the why. So again, that's obviously what gets us into the business, and I think everybody who gets involved with this type of business, they do have a dream for something they see happening, whether it be to retire their parents or to, sail around the world, or to, spend more time with their kids and their family. So talk to us about your why, and how are you seeing that come into fruition through your business?
My why is it may sound a little large, but I want to help people change their lives. I want to show people there's another way. I really believe there's a huge segment of the population that doesn't know there's another way. I want to expose people to a lifestyle, something that we seem to forget about. You can go over to third world countries and they have so much less, but they're so happy. They can be so happy about it. They don't have a flat screen TV. Neither do they want a flat screen TV. And I'm not knocking, things are nice. Material possessions and things are nice. But what is it that really moves you inside of that? what's going on with you. So what I want to show people is there's another way to enjoy your relationships with people, to have a good time with people. There's another way to live. You don't have to do the traditional way of living. There's another way to go out there and make a living and really enjoy your life instead of looking up and we all know it. Like you have kids that are in college, right? And then they get out of college and they're not doing what they took their major. Right? So who did they do that for? Did they do it because their parents said that, you need to go to college and you need to go to college and get a good job? Or are they living their passion? Are they really living their passion, and are they being authentic to who they are? I think that's something that we're getting away from.
Yeah.
What makes your heart sing? And I just believe if everybody learns how to be authentic and passionate, what a happier world we could have, right? You can have all the stuff. I mean, a big house, the biggest house you want, but won't you be happy in it?
Yeah.
If you're really authentic and passionate and you know that you're doing what makes your heart sing, and I think that's what we're getting away from, is really showing people, look, here's another way to get the life and the lifestyle, more than anything, that you want for your life. And so I call myself a lifestyle trainer. That's what I say. I'm a lifestyle trainer. I show everybody how to live a better life.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, I could talk with you all day, but we're going to stop for now. But I want to thank you for being a guest with us here in our very first episode. So if you have more information, if you want to get more information, check out theeverydaynetworker.com. We hear stories like this and interviews with people who are out there actually doing it, walking the walk, talking the talk, and making things happen and changing their lives. Thanks a lot.